The thing that got me was you see 2,100 African-American men going to school, going to get an education. You know, there's a narrative in America that specifically African-American young men are lazy, they don't want to do anything, they are just, in layman's terms, the scum of society, in a sense. So just see 2,100 African-American men going to school, talking with elegance, it really changed my whole perspective on the school. And for my parents, they can tell you more about it. They went down there and they was like, this is it, Kieran. This is the school we want you to go to.
I've come back to Atlanta because there's one last thing on this journey through the South I want to see. The city is home to two of the nation's top 3 HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities, Spelman for young women and Morehouse for young men. Morehouse was founded in 1867 in the basement of a Baptist church as a means of giving African Americans the first-rate education they were excluded from at white institutions. Its distinguished roll call of alumni includes Spike Lee, Samuel L. Jackson, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Kieran has just been accepted to Morehouse and he's getting ready for the traditional welcoming event for new students, a ceremony called Welcome to the House.
One of the seniors told me that as brothers, they don't try to beat each other at anything. You know, they try to, it's not a competition. You know, they might get a test one day and everybody might, you know, have passed, but one brother may have failed. All those brothers would have went to that one brother that failed and said, what do you need help with? That you don't get that anywhere else. Everybody wants each other to be the best.
Everybody's the best.
Building we a home.
Morehouse has been helping impressive young men like Kieran to succeed for generations. But in the light of everything I've experienced on this journey, it's what this success tells me about majority-minority America that feels hopeful to me. The South is changing, and no matter how hard some try to hold back the tide, the American future is going to look very different from its present. Those changes are producing a backlash. And for the people I've been meeting on this journey, that backlash explains a lot about why the American culture wars have been intensifying. These young men still face injustice and discrimination. But today, they are doing what African Americans have always done, lifting themselves up and lifting their communities up with them. This series is about the issues that have divided America. And not one issue is as brutal and old and deep and historical as race. But people, as we've seen, are ready to have the conversation. And if this country doesn't deal with that most profound divide, it's not going to get the others sorted. And people have been ready to have the conversation with me. And what I want to tell people is, it's not as scary as you think as a white person, okay? And I think it needs to be had, this conversation. These young men are the Obamas of tomorrow. They are the American dream. This is what it's going to look like. And you better learn to deal with it, because this is the future.